And trade of the day within the hotel and leisure sector is what, Mr. Paul Theron?
We're going with City Lodge. That's the one that we both liked. We're already in it. And as far as the hot stocks portfolio, which is operated on our account at Global Trader, this will be a new position that we can add. Obviously, it's looking fairly elevated. I must just point out that I'm hoping that it's going to be available on the platform because it's only 4.5 billion rand. Perhaps we'd better have a fallback trade of the day, which could be perhaps Sokosan.
Are you happy with the fallback trade?
Totally.
He's not bullying you into these decisions?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Right, so our first one is City Lodge at its current levels around about 105 Rand. Paul, it's been a long holiday. I forgot earlier in the show to say hot or not on one of our stocks. What are we doing here? Just remind us. We've got the potential to go into the website, go into www.followhotstocks.com.
Exactly. So if you go to followhotstocks.com, you get to the page where you register. If you register, you will get emails which talk about what it is that we've decided to do as the trade of the day. And you'll then see us actually go into the account and actually execute that trade.
With real money.
Correct. So the portfolio started out with 100,000 Rand on the 1st of November, and basically these positions are all fairly modest, and we make sure we don't get totally over-invested and put ourselves at risk. But so far, so good. This is the platform. This is how it looks. This is how it actually gets carried out.
And then when you make the trade, all those people that follow us get notified that you've made the trade. Of course, because you've got to remember, if you suddenly change your mind, you've got to notify Paul so that he can change his position on City Lodge, or your follow-up there was Tsoho.
I wouldn't be changing it either, definitely not.
All right, so this is a long-term hold.
Definitely, yes.
Now, well, I know you're dying to say that you're up 13% on the portfolio over 2 months.
Yeah, that's what we've done so far, and that's largely as a result of being in these positions that we've taken after each of the shows. And we have been through now a fairly full cycle of going through all the sectors. So quite soon we're going to get back to discussing some of the positions we have already, at which point we can decide whether we want to swap them for something else or whether we want to reinitiate the position that we're in. One thing about this particular trade, I think, is these are both quality companies. We haven't yet had anything in the hotel and related sector. So I'd be hopeful that with the sort of year-end festive season, kind of trading reports starting to come in, we could see some positive momentum in these stocks in a rising market.
What do you think of 13% over 2 months on this portfolio?
Well, we were just saying, if you annualize that, it's really outstanding. But I know you can't annualize these things. But for 13% over 2 months, that is really quite phenomenal.